Hey people, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel and 4x4 Adventures. A lot of people ask, a lot of questions actually. If you watch more of the videos and to the end, subscribe, turn the bell on, you won't have as many questions. But for the people that ask, what cameras we use mainly and what we use to mount them, yeah, it's like a quad lock shop here, isn't it? I'll tell you what we've got, right? So in case you don't know, we run 3 vehicles for all the videos. Obviously 4x4 Adventures out on the tracks, 4x4 Diesel. So we've got basically one quad lock car mount in each vehicle for the phone, whether it's the maps or whatever the case may be that's up on that screen, and another one over around the center low on the windscreen, of course out of our view, not blocking our view whatsoever, for the videos. Now we experienced something a bit different the other day, which I want to tell you about, but we'll just give you the base information first. So we've got 2 in the Hilux, 2 in the 120, 2 in the 150, one in each car to make the videos and one for the general phone use, maps, whatever the case may be. Now, they are a really awesome, solid mounting system. I was sick of all the cheap rubbish. I did have a few cheaper ones there. You could manage, but it was just a pain. We've been running these in both vehicles. Plus, I've got a 7th one. Crazy enough, isn't it? Massive investment. Well, bada bing. And then you've got the, wireless charging, which we've got in 2 vehicles. The 3rd one I should receive any day now. So we'll have one wireless charging in each vehicle. That's for the phone, the general phone, the maps, whatever. The one that's the video, obviously we just plug that in to charge it, or it gets taken down every now and then, whatever the case, not sitting up in the hot sun. And that's something to be aware of. No phone likes being sitting in the hot sun. So if you're in hot sunshine, be aware of that. Have your aircon on screen, that sort of thing, or get the phone down every now and then. Just be aware of the situation so it doesn't damage your phone. They are all very black as well, which absorbs all the heat, does get things really hot. And that's what we're here for. We're here to tell you the truth about what happens. Now, we really like these. We're not changing away from these at this stage, but there is a small issue that a few people reported, and now that we've experienced ourselves, not a big deal. I'm going to explain it the way I see it though. Okay, so we've got 6, 2 in each car, plus we've got one spare that we can throw on 4x4 Diesel at the Proto Hospital. If we're in a customer's car and we want to show you a noise, a rattle, that sort of thing, we may stick that up on the screen and put the phone there. And we use a few different phones basically for most of the videos. We've got cameras, 4K camera, all sorts of things. You know what? It's just easy to use the phone camera most of the time. And they've got some really good, like what we're using now, 4K video and awesome lighting and that sort of thing. So why muck around? It's so much better than it was years ago. Now, first thing is when you unpack this, it comes with a clear bit of plastic like that. Don't take it off until you're ready to install it onto your vehicle. And I recommend you keep the box and put it back in the box. There's also an alcohol wipe. There's a plate that you can stick onto a flat surface, and then it will stick to the flat surface if that's more suitable for you. Like I said, an alcohol wipe, whatever, but the point is keep that bit of plastic. So like now, when you take it out of the 7th one in and out of the vehicle, I like to keep it covered and clean, because in my opinion only, this here, it's really sticky, but it needs to be kept clean, because if you get dirt and grit there, then you've got air bubbles, the air's going to leak slowly past the seal. It's not going to work as well. Now, I believe they've got something like a 2-year warranty. If anyone's tested out the warranty, the customer service, let us know in the comments, because we're curious about that as well. The wireless charging's worked really well for me. Some people say, oh, it doesn't work very well. Well, it charges my phone, so no problem. I don't see an issue with it. So I'm quite happy with the wireless charging. Started with 2, that's why we're getting a 3rd one for the 3rd vehicle. Now, the issue we had was, we've had them up on the screen for months and months. Our cars are usually garage, but not always. They're out in the sun quite a bit as well while they're being used and while there's not shaded parking available for them, because I just want to say it again, the sun wrecks everything, not just your headlights, everything on the vehicle, the paintwork, and of course your aftermarket stuff like your quad lock. So if you're not using the car for months or something, it's going to be parked outdoors, crazy stuff, but just take it down, okay? But you don't want to be putting it up and down all the time. You want to get it in the right position and leave it there. But we put ours up in winter, right? So, right now we're in October, November 22. We stuck ours up. I can't even remember. You could go by the videos, check our quad lock. We've got a playlist quad lock. There's more videos. There'll be more information there, because that's what we do, share genuine information. And so, yeah, we do recommend these. These are good. But if you stick it on in winter, some people in the hotter say, oh, mine's fallen off, this and that. And I'm like, I've done videos demonstrating, yanking on this, pulling, showing how secure it is. But then when it gets loose, I've got a duty to then show you that yes, this can happen, right? And we've got a number of examples. We've got 3 vehicles we've got 6 examples, haven't we? We won't count the 7th one because it's in and out, but we've got 6 vehicles. And there was a hot sunny day the other day, and I went and parked 2 cars out in the sun, and at the end of the day I went out to them and they were like really loose. They didn't fall off, they were really loose. But so this is my theory. I'm not a scientist. I haven't spoken to Quadlock and asked them, but maybe if they're on channel, one of their representatives could, and I think they should be on channel, they should be subscribed with a bell on, and if the video title says Quadlock, they should watch the whole video to the end and then direct it to the relevant department because it's good feedback, right? Let us know in the comments if I'm wrong, but my theory is, see there's an air pocket in there. When you push that against the windscreen, right, so it pushes in, but I sort of like try and push it on an angle so it pushes the air out, if you know what I mean, as I'm installing it. If you push it straight on, there's a chance there's an air pocket in here, right? And then when it gets in the hot sun or the hotter climate, so if you put it on at 10 or 15 degrees and then you're in 40 degrees, we all know heat expands. So the air's expanded, therefore it's going to be not as tight. The way these work, they push on and then you twist this knob 90 degrees and they're really super tight. So what I did, I reinstalled it in the heat. I just quickly released it, gently pulled this down. I make sure I didn't drop it. I kept it clean. And I saw the slight mark in the window where it was. And I went from the bottom up and I sort of ironed across it to try and get as much air as possible and re-locked it. And of course it stayed locked solid even on hot days and whatever. And it's obviously we continue further testing. So if you want to see what happens with them longer term before you'll commit, because they're not cheap, you know, between the bracket and the case, you're looking at about $100. Trevor Ryan, Dirt Ride 4x4, he stocks these now. We hooked him up with Quadlock because we did speak to Quadlock there and, you know, back a few months ago. And, you know, it'd be good to be able to have someone because the bike shops stock them, right? Bike shops stock. But the thing is, right, bike shops, do they have car mounts? I don't know, probably not, but they have cases and they have bike mounts. But there's no, so anyway, we thought it'd be good if a 4-wheel drive shop stocked Quadlock. So Trevor Ryan, Dirt Road 4x4 in Werribee, if you wanted to go and have a look or contact him, or you can buy them online, whatever you want to do. Doesn't bother me, makes no difference to me. I'm on no commission or anything like that. I wish, you know, because cha-ching, I reckon Quadlock has sold a few of these since I told people about them. I'm seeing them in lots of customers' cars. And I've got to say, some people have had them for years. So we really welcome the feedback in the comments. That's what this is all about. And I'll probably put the video up, I don't know which channel or both. It's a bit of a touring thing, I suppose, but every vehicle needs a decent phone mount, doesn't it? Or you can just put it in the boot and ignore it because that's the best way. But everything's going towards the phone. You know, Google Maps, you sort of need the phone there unless you've got Apple CarPlay, but that doesn't always work that well, everybody knows. So really good. The cases are awesome. It goes on really easy, bang. It's a, what is it, a 45-degree twist. So you go on at 45 and bring it up right or the other way, whatever you want. Continuous, there's no right and wrong. It can go left or right. Really solid mounting, excuse me. Make sure you keep, when you do your wireless charging, there's nothing in these boxes. The wireless charger goes on. There's the little back piece that goes on that comes off the bracket, this piece here. Make sure you keep them in case it stops working or you change your mind or whatever when it's 5 years old or whatever, I don't know. Because I don't know where mine are. So all my leftovers I'm going to put in this box here. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. It's no longer going to be a Quadlock shop. I kept it for a few months in case whatever we needed any information. This is the end of the information. These are the cases I'm using. Good quality cases. I just wish they had them available in white. Not for looks, but so that it's when it's up in the sun, it would help keep the phones a lot cooler, right? So there's an idea. Are they listening? This is the question. Are they listening? Maybe they got better ideas. Maybe they can build, with all this engineering and things they've done, maybe they can build a little shelter for the phone, something that connects on, optional, that gives it a bit of a veranda, a bit of a clip on at the top, protection from the sun of some sort. I'm not sure. Like I said, you can put your aircon on, you can take it down out of the sun, you can only use it on cool days. Some phones might love getting cooked, but I can tell you electronics generally, it's not going to be helpful. And if you don't have problems in the short term, it's going to reduce the life of something long term. So just keep these things in mind. It's going to be the same with any mount, so I still think this is the best option at the moment. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Like I said, subscribe, turn the bell on. We're going to give you the real information, and it's going to be a bada boom and happy days, hopefully. We're a few months in. We'll do another report on how they're going in the vehicles, and of course that's what we'll be using for all it. When you see videos driving now from this time onwards, it has been used by this. The only thing I want to point out is actually with the newer phones, because they're bigger and heavier, they do shake around more and all that sort of thing. So we will be using the older phone. We've got a 2017, couple of 2017 SEs. They're smaller, lighter, and they work really well on the brackets to keep it still. And bada bing, it's like an awesome dash cam. Anyway, gotta go. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye. Subscribe, turn the bell on, you know, bada bing, bada boom. See ya. Bye. Bye. See ya. Bye.